sorry. I said it really high. Period.
Period, sis.
Who's the audio engineer? Because that was amazing intro.
Congrats, audio engineer.
And congrats to us, because welcome to Chaotically Conquering episode
15. This is our Quinceañera episode.
Oh, our little quince moment, huh?
Yeah, we're having a quince moment.
I mean, I've never had a quinceañera, so I'd be
Do you
glad
want
to make. I'm way past 15.
No, because there's something that's emerging lately in trends that they have a doble quinceañera, which is 25, and you're gonna turn 25
this year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I gonna have a double quinceañera? But I'm not a woman.
It doesn't matter.
Woman, really?
It's the 21st century. I actually don't
Is
know
it the
what
22nd
centuries are.
A century is like a hundo.
Okay, I don't know what
so
that
like
is.
you were born in the 20th century.
Okay, so a century
make
has
sense?
passed. We've lived through centuries past.
I mean, we haven't lived a century.
Of course, but we've seen a turn of a century.
Yes. But,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you remember it, because that was like 2000.
Okay, I just need to know that. That's
Yes.
all. That's all I need.
Does
to know.
that make you like proud?
That we've
or
experienced two different centuries, right?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
The 1900s. Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Don't even get me started.
I people are like, I keep saying 21st century, and I'm like, wait are we still in the 21st century?
Wait, actually, I don't think, because 2022, that's like the second, a 20th century, right? We're in the 21st century? But wouldn't 21st century mean like 2100?
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, shit.
Because the 1998 to
People
2000.
probably think we're so stupid, bro.
This is a genuine question.
I know.
though.
You're getting me genuinely confused too now.
I've never known the difference.
Because 2022, that's 20th century with 22 years.
Like the 1900s is a century.
Yes.
So then the 2000s happened.
And is that a century?
2000s to the 3000s, no?
You're right. Yes, you're right. No. That's a whole thousand.
Oh, okay. So 100, 200.
I think you're getting
2,000 plus 100 is
2100.
So we're not in a new century yet.
We're in the 21st century. No. Okay, I think you're getting confused, because 1900 plus 100 is 2000.
Okay, you're speaking in math? Don't know what you're saying.
Okay, who dictates like what?
Hey Siri, what century are we in?
A fucked up century.
21st century.
Okay, none of this actually makes sense to me anymore.
Me neither. That's why
Yeah.
I'm always asking.
I mean,
Not asking, but I always like when someone's like, "Oh, this is this new century." I'm like, I shut my mouth because I'm like, "Wait, I actually don't know what century this is."
I mean, you can just say it's 2022. That
Sure.
makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 2022. Men can have a doble
Men
quince.
can have quinceañeras.
A doble quince, a tres quin, 35.
I don't know what that is yet. I don't think that's something.
That's
people
not a
are
thing
doing.
yet.
Yeah.
That's not a thing yet. Just wait for millennials and Gen Zs to have their crises.
Millennials and Gen Zs aren't there yet.
Yeah. We're literally, I don't think we're there yet. No.
I don't know.
I mean, no one I know is 30. 30.
I don't know any 30-year-olds.
I don't know anyone from high school is 30. But yeah, I've never had a quince. I've only been to.
Have you been to quinces?
No, no. That's why I was pissed. Like, you never invited me to your quince.
Okay, I didn't want to be invited to mine either.
What do you mean?
First of all, I technically wasn't
Isn't it like
invited.
a whole thing?
It's a whole thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to a person in specific, say that I'm ungrateful, but I'm not ungrateful.
I mean, do you wish it went different?
I wish it went different
Mhm.
because I didn't even feel like I was present because...
Oh, that's terrible. Was it just so much going on?
No. I mean, people were doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm. Was it the food? Was the food not good?
I don't even remember it because I didn't get served food.
What? At your own at your own birthday party?
Yeah, and nobody picked me up.
Like, from your house?
Uh-huh.
What?
Because everyone went to go set up, and they were like, I don't really
They
know.
forgot you.
I don't remember what happened, but I stayed behind,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, hey, so like, when am I going?
Uh-huh.
Nobody picked me up.
Were you late?
Everyone was already there, yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, you just made a whole grand entrance. Like I'm
Yeah.
fashionably late.
Guys, I'm fashionably late because nobody picked me up.
No, you don't say the nobody picked me up part, but you definitely put them on blast. So yes, nobody fucking picked you up.
Yeah, it's
You're
like-
about to call an Uber.
Yeah, I was gonna take the Octa.
Oh my god. Were you wearing a dress?
Yes.
I'm just imagining you wearing a dress in a public bus going to a Quinceañera.
Like,
that is so
Like Enchanted. You remember
Wait,
that movie?
and then the bus turns into like a wait, I'm thinking of Cinderella.
You're thinking of Cinderella.
Yeah.
Enchanted, where she like is wearing this big poofy dress in the middle of Times Square.
Oh my god. Yes, I remember that. This is
That
like
was
live
an
action.
iconic movie.
Live action.
They're coming out with the second one.
Wait, I love New York City, now that I think about it. But she wasn't in that movie, she wasn't going to a quinceañera, right?
She was going to her wedding,
Okay.
but then she got pushed into a well and
Yes.
transported into the real world.
Yes.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't. Disney just doesn't hit the same.
Mm-mm.
Their priorities are
They're
somewhere
just
else.
trying to churn it out and churn it out, but they
Mhm.
don't. For them, it's quality instead of quantity over quality.
Mm-hmm. So like in a quinceañera, like quinceañera, are you like the princess? Like you are. You have
They
like a
say,
tiara.
yeah.
And like it's
You get a crown to signify that you're turning into a woman.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it. So you're a woman.
I
At
guess
15.
I guess I am. At
Mhm.
15, it's too damn young, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think an older age would be more appropriate, but
Mhm.
like quinceañera is like such a like it rolls off the tongue really well. Like, oh my quince.
My 18.
You don't say my oh my god, my double quince.
My 20.
my 20. My 20 21.
21.
My 21.
My 21.
My 21st.
Anyways, welcome to our quinceañera episode.
Yes, I wish I had a button to play like a
Quinceañera music.
yeah, or like what music were you playing in your car that one time? It was like dance.
Oh, cumbias.
Cumbia, yes, I love cumbia, cause I like to cumbiar. How do you say dance?
Oh,
Cool.
that's what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you said it right. You just said it with a very thick accent.
Cumbiar. I like to cumbiar. Okay. So
Anyways,
lately,
we're not 15 anymore. We are
Oh hell no!
24. And what are you feeling?
I'm feeling hella imposter syndrome, bro. If I'm being honest.
This is from your new job. How long have you been there?
Oh my god, that's a good question. I want to say 2 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 2 months in a week. So
Wow.
So yeah, and then one more month I'll be 3 months. That's how months work. Duh. But I literally don't know what I'm doing, which is
Mhm.
fine because I'm
Mhm.
still learning.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, am I supposed to be like? Should I like? Why am I here? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm
Mhm.
like sitting at my computer and I'm like on this Excel spreadsheet and I'm like, is this what I was meant to do? Like, was I born to do this?
I mean, do you like it?
I do. I love it.
Mhm.
Like I have a lot of fun, and even though I don't know what I'm doing, like I enjoy it.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like there's that other side in my head that's saying, "Are you sure?" Like it has second thoughts,
Uh-huh.
and that worries me because then I start to believe myself. I'm like, wait, I start to doubt myself because I
Yeah.
have really low self-esteem.
And remember when I said that one time, it's like you have to like make yourself feel like you're happy here.
Like psych yourself.
Not psych yourself, but like if you continue to think negatively of your job, you're gonna be like, I hate it here.
Oh, totally.
But if you like don't get in that mind space, you're not gonna be happy. I don't know. I don't want to say happy to be there, but you're gonna be content being there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna not want to be there.
Uh-huh.
I get you. So what? So when I have these moments of feeling like an imposter,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Not like talk yourself out of it, but also be like, no, I can do this.
yes,
I can do this.
Yeah, because I can.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh my god, you're so optimistic. This episode. Wait, I don't know when you're being serious. Actually, like, are you being serious
Of what?
with this advice?
No, yeah, I'm being serious
Okay,
about this
good.
advice.
Okay, cool, yeah.
I'm
I
not
was-
taking you seriously because what
Excuse
you're saying
you?
might not be so true.
What?
That I'm
Oh.
so optimistic.
Okay.
No, I'm giving you like a serious advice.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. I'll actually probably use that.
Mhm.
I mean, generally, sometimes I'm like, I
Don't know what
especially-
you're doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially being surrounded, like, especially being a person who's so new, surrounded by people who
Mhm.
have been in this company for years,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's like realizing like I don't know anything, like being humbled like that, it
Mhm.
really just kind of shuts me down.
Do you
And it's because I have a fragile ego.
Do you feel comfortable asking questions?
Oh yeah, I ask a lot of questions.
Okay,
Sometimes I feel like I ask too much questions and I'm annoying everyone.
In one of my jobs, we like get annoyed at the fact that the new people are afraid to ask questions. Like, you shouldn't be afraid. Like,
You have to ask questions.
ask questions, because like if you don't ask questions and you do what you think is right, you're just gonna make it worse for everybody.
Yeah, because like if you don't ask questions, you're not gonna learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, if you don't ask questions, you're just gonna learn by making a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah, and then
which is-
also like someone that like came into the job with me like almost at the same time, she continues to ask questions,
Mhm.
and I answer them, because sometimes we forget and sometimes we're like, wait, am
And
I doing this right?
And it reminds you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think like you should never be ashamed of asking questions.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that.
Uh-huh.
I think it's more so like the mentality part.
It's like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
headspace. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Not psyching myself into it, but just
Mhm.
giving myself that confidence boost and self affirmation of
Mhm.
like, you can do this.
But also there's times where you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And that's fine, and you should definitely ask questions.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm lucky to have a really good mentor.
Mhm.
And
See, and also like jobs don't have mentors.
Not
so
all
you're
jobs
very
will-
fortunate.
yes, I have someone that I can go directly
Uh-huh.
to.
Are they labeled as your mentor? Like,
yeah,
oh, this is your mentor?
Yeah, and I'm their mentee.
See?
It's
You
really
shouldn't
nice.
be afraid of asking questions.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because if you have a mentor,
It's just
you're being encouraged to ask questions.
I know. It's just sometimes like this is only my second like real job out of college,
Yeah.
and like sometimes I'm still like, do I deserve this? Because like I never really felt like I mean, again, my low self-esteem is like, you don't deserve anything. But like seeing this, it's like something more than I can really that I've ever really handled. So then
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do this. But I can.
I think like if you like start thinking about it, it's like, wait, I just graduated
Yeah,
college
I
2
think-
years ago.
Yes.
And I'm doing this.
Yes, dude, I just graduated last year.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's 2020,
2022.
2022. Okay.
Yeah.
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 We're not going over this again.
No.
But yeah, I feel like we're still so like I feel very
Yes,
young still, and like, I mean, obviously you have to jump in at some point and like get your experience and do stuff, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's a good overwhelm. It's not like
Oh
I'm-
my god. Like,
yeah. It's not like I'm not getting fed at my quinceañera.
I'm not gonna say it.
What?
No, it's gonna be like, it's not overwhelmed of you like driving home crying.
Oh my god, is that what you've been doing?
I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, I've drove home crying like when I used to work at like really shitty jobs.
That's me pressing the buttons.
And I know it's you. I mean, yeah, audio listeners. That's Vanessa. She has the soundboard right now.
Continue.
Okay. I mean, that's how I've been feeling lately at work. I'm sure it'll get better.
Have you been crying, or do you just feel like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing?
I mean, I cried today when I was watching Heartstopper on Netflix. This was really cute.
I heard it was really cute.
It's so fucking cute, dude. You need to watch it.
You need to watch Set It Up.
I'll watch Set It Up.
That type of movie is like a type of movie that's like, these need to be created more, because it's just like so cute.
Set It
Not
Up.
cute, but it's like adults going through like, because it's always like teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
but these
this
are
one's
adults. Yeah.
Like 20s.
I think she said she was, one of the characters is 25 and then the other's 28.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Set it
Up. Set It Up.
Set it up.
For some reason, that makes me think of Jump In. Do you remember Jump In with Cordon Bleu?
I
and-
vaguely remember
Yeah,
it.
Corbin Bleu.
Cordon Bleu.
Cordon. I know. I was thinking like Cordon Bleu. Corbin Bleu, right? That's his name.
The one with like
The one with the afro.
Yes, I think Corbin Bleu.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways.
Anyways, but yeah, Heartstopper. Yeah, I cried. But no. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I didn't.
No.
I've never. Haven't really cried. I'm glad that I haven't cried going home
From your job.
from my job.
From a career job.
From a career job.
Yeah, because you've cried home going from Starbucks.
From a Starbucks, from a Target. I've literally like broke down from like working at Target. It's so
Uh-huh.
bad. Which sucks because it's like it's almost like, I don't know. Like I wouldn't compare the job that you have right now to that. Like it's not food service at all. It's like an office job. So I'm just curious as to what makes you cry to go home.
Okay, first of all,
Are they
also,
treating? What are they doing to you over there?
Hold on. It's not one of those jobs. I've walked out from those jobs. Imposter syndrome.
Okay, yeah. Have you felt it?
I don't know when to differentiate that I'm experiencing imposter syndrome.
Explain.
So like I have depression. Big reveal. And like I always feel like even in just a regular environment, in like a familial environment, in a friendship environment, I feel like an imposter. Like I don't deserve any of this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like we should vote you out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how I always feel with like my family. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how to differentiate imposter syndrome in a workspace. Because I've always been made out to feel like I don't belong.
So it's like kind of a predisposed imposter syndrome, like you're programmed.
Like I'm already programmed with feeling like I'm the odd man out.
I mean, you can definitely look at that in a positive light. It's like, oh, I'm different from everyone.
I'm not like everybody else.
Period. I'm not like everybody else. I have depression. I have.
So yeah, like when I come into a new job, like I just have to like get used to the fact, like no, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
you do know what you're doing.
Yeah, and asking questions like, no, I think I can learn this myself because like I don't want to burden anyone with questions. Because I've been made out to feel like that anything I do is a burden.
Are these like new job woes or just all the time?
I think new job woes because once I get settled into a job, like maybe like 2 or 3 months in, I'm just like people. I have had jobs where people think I'm the supervisor or the manager, and I'm like, no, I'm just like I'm a normal.
Because you're
person.
so good at it.
Because I take charge of things, I think, or because I'm so good at it.
That's a good trait.
But that's like in regular jobs.
And what other jobs are there besides a regular job?
Jobs.
Career jobs. Okay, got it.
Jobs.
Got it. So like a more like like planted, like rooted job where you want to spread your wings.
Yes, and I'm having the opportunity of having a career job, but I also feel like I was tricked into this career job.
Like lied to?
Yes, especially.
How do you get lied into a job?
I feel like because I applied to a different position, and then they call me back saying like, oh, like we already filled that position, but we think that you can be like good for this position. And I was like, oh, what is it? And then they told me a little bit about it, and they're like, oh, you're gonna be working with this person's and these departments and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, sounds cool.
You're into it.
Yeah, I was into it. So I because first of all, I feel like job descriptions need to be a lot more clearer.
Like more detailed?
Yes. Because I read the job description and it was what he said, and I was like, all right, I'll go interview for it. And so I interviewed for it, I got it, and now I feel like I feel like an imposter because I'm like, with my experience that I've had, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be dealing with this.
Like you don't even meet like the minimum qualifications, you feel?
And it's also like, wait a minute. First of all, I didn't even major in this, and I'm getting an opportunity to have this. It's like, this is big.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's like almost like it was like the impossible.
So I feel like that as well. But I also feel like I'm an imposter because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be here. Because
that makes sense.
Not an imposter like I shouldn't be here. Like, oh my God, I shouldn't even be here. It's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Like, what am I doing?
Don't know that.
Oh, it's Drake.
Oh, yeah, that's why. He's on my do not playlist.
Oh, really? On Spotify? Yeah. I love Drake, though. Have you seen your new album?
I saw.
And it's like all house kind of music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are like, this is the most boring Drake album
different
ever.
About it.
Yeah. And like how Beyonce's gonna release
Did you? Speaking of jobs, apparently her new song, I haven't listened to it.
Beyonce?
Yeah. Has inspired people to like quit.
To quit?
Yeah, their jobs.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
I listened to it. It's just kind of like house beat. We'll play it in the car, but
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So is it inspiring you to quit your job?
It nearly did. But I cannot do that.
Yeah, not right now. Not at the second. But soon, maybe.
I cannot yet.
You do make a good point about job descriptions, though, because it sounds like they baited you.
Exactly. They're going to say, you work with this department. But you know how I work with that department? I email them updates, and that's all I do.
The thing I hate most about job descriptions, and I'm saying this even as a recruiter, is like they have the details of the job description, but at the end they tack on like any other responsibilities that we ask you to do is your responsibility.
Also,
it's like define it.
They use these big words like, you're going to allocate blah, 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 blah. And that's also like, okay, I do that on my resume and I'm lying. So you're lying too.
Oh, like you fluff it?
They're fluffing it.
But here in this case, it like you just like you're putting the square in the circle hole, or
it's a square hole.
The job is a square hole.
Yes, and they made it a circle, but it can fit in the square.
Okay, got it. So it's okay, got it.
Yeah,
that's actually really good imagery. But all in all, like you're not very fond of the job. You want something else, which is fine. Because we all want something else. Hit the button.
I do want to say that I am at a desperate spot to where I have prayed.
Where you have prayed?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like
I think I told you this.
As a Gen Z, you pray. I mean, there's plenty of other people who are our age who are religious, but I didn't know you were like religious.
No, I'm not religious.
You got to the point where you're like, I need to ask God.
I grew up in like surrounded by Catholicism.
I don't think we've talked about religion on this podcast.
No.
Huh? Oh my God.
But I grew up Catholic, as any other
same
brown person does.
Period.
But I think like in 2020, like when churches just shut down, that's the last time that I've ever like
been in a church.
But I reached a desperate spot where I just like I need a miracle. So then I went to my local church, and I just like I literally opened with like, I don't know how to pray, and I just like was talking to the higher being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This sounds like, it almost sounds like those character plots where they go to like, it sounds like a movie.
Yeah.
It's like you don't.
My life is a movie.
Yeah. It's like you've never really needed to pray, but at this point you're so desperate that you need a sign. You need something.
I need a miracle. I need something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm a sinner. And I'm like, I'm the least person that should be asking for this. But like I know there's a God because I've been raised to believe that there's a God. And I do believe that there's a God. But like, I don't go to church, but I still like, I'm asking for a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how much in a pickle I am.
Did it help you?
It kind of helps me. It's like this is out of my control. But like, it helps me in a way. It's like, I've done my best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a prayer. It's a serenity prayer. They're using Alcoholics Anonymous, but I really like it. I think it's it goes like God, please give me the power to accept the things I cannot change. And
I think I've heard it. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. But basically like saying like you like try and get through this moment. But for you, I mean, you're trying to manifest like to get you out of this.
Yes. Yes. Because I feel like that's the best that I can do. Just like ask for a miracle.
And have you gotten a sign? Did God say anything? What did God say?
God left me on red.
I just gendered God. What did she say?
God left me on red. I'm just kidding. No.
Imagine you can see like your prayers get read and no.
I don't know because you don't even know if you have a sign.
You don't.
Yeah. You don't know if this is a sign or not.
Yeah, and then only when it happens. And then when it happens, you're like, oh my God.
But was it good?
Yeah. You really don't know.
No. But, as a priest's son, how do you feel about religion?
I think I've said on the podcast that my dad's a priest.
You're the priest's son. You're the...
Huh? I'm the altar boy?
Yes.
I never was an altar boy,
You're the gay altar boy. You weren't an altar boy. You were the... what is it called? The organ?
The organ? Like the piano?
Yeah.
The organist.
The organist.
Oh no, the pianist.
Yeah,
I was literally the pianist at my church. But yeah, I was also raised Catholic. I the farthest I did in terms of education Catholic was no.
The farthest you did.
Was like first communion.
No, yeah, same. I've done,
I
like,
was
first
baptized.
communion,
Yeah, I was indoctrinated into it, and obviously, like
we
as
have
I got
all our
older,
sacraments except marriage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Period.
Which
I know the 10 Commandments, and I broke all of them.
Okay, but have you read the 10 Commandments?
No, should we read them?
Just read them and tell me there's not something that rubs you the wrong way.
Okay, I'm gonna read the 10 Commandments on this podcast.
A quinceañera goes to church. So this is a part of our quinceañera.
Okay, break out your rosaries, babes. Okay, Catholic babes. Number 1, you shall have no other gods before me.
Exactly. It's like, okay, narcissist.
Who? God?
Yeah.
And it's capital me, M, capital
H-I-M. That's a Lady Gaga lyric.
Yeah. Oh, that is Lady Gaga. I was gonna refer to Sam Smith's hymn.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. But he's talking about his lover.
Yeah, not
But he's
God.
also saying, like, forgive me, God, because I'm gay.
Forgive me, God. Because I'm gay.
For I am gay.
Please don't spite me. Please don't. Okay, number 2. You shall not make idols.
Yeah, because no God comes before him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, okay, first of all, my mom's my idol.
Period. Yeah. Or like Selena Gomez is my idol.
Yeah.
Why?
Rare Beauty is my
Rare Beauty.
kryptonite. I don't know.
Kryptonite? It makes you weak.
It makes me weak in the knees.
Number 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain.
I understand that.
Like say, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Have you heard Adele's song?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She's used it multiple times.
Number 4. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. I don't even know what. That's the Sabbath day?
I'm guessing.
Okay. Shit. Number 5. Honor your father and your mother.
Okay, see, I understand that.
Yeah. Number 6. You shall not murder. Sorry, this is just kind of funny.
See, like, I understand those.
Okay, it's like, okay, I'm not going to murder anyone. Jeez.
I'll try my best.
I wonder how many people, I mean, there's a lot of murderers out here
That's
in America.
what I'm saying. But, like, those are, like, good commandments. Like, okay, I'm not going to murder. I'm not going to yell at my mom and dad.
Okay.
It's
just like assuming I'm gonna do these things. Like, no, I'm not gonna murder anyone. Jeez.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah. You shall not commit adultery. Number 7.
Oh, so I know a couple people who are going to hell.
I know a lot of people who are going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Adultery is like cheating, right?
Yes.
Okay. But isn't when you're married or just any form of adultery, like in a relationship, like a casual relationship or like boyfriend girlfriend?
You're committing adultery, especially if you lie about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or keep it a secret.
When you say the word committing before adultery, I'm like, oh, I didn't commit any crimes.
But you committed adultery.
Look, babe, I only kissed her. And I was really
You're going
drunk.
to hell.
Number 8, you shall not steal.
Oops.
I'm not going to say it. Next, number 9, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. It's too like medieval language.
Yeah.
You shall not bear false witness against your, like, lie to your neighbor.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I barely really talk to my neighbors. I mean,
maybe,
I know
like,
my neighbors.
be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to your colleagues.
Yeah. But what if they're not nice to me?
Yeah, exactly.
And then number 10, you shall not covet. I'm gonna look that up because I don't know what the word covet means. You shall not covet to yearn to possess or have something.
Like envy.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
girl, she going to hell.
Who, you?
No.
You're thinking of some, like, are you like checking someone against these right now?
She going to hell.
Like,
she thinks she's some religious nun, girl. Just know.
Is this how like Catholic?
You're committing a sin.
Is this like how Catholics like gossip? Like they bring up the 10 Commandments and they look at like like
wait, what if I take her to church?
Who? Oh, this person you're thinking of?
What if she burns?
What, she just set on fire? Stop! Oh my God, you're getting way too excited about this. You shall not murder.
I'm not gonna murder. Jesus is gonna do it for me. Jesus is gonna burn her because she's a sinner.
Shut up. You're funny. You're a funny Catholic. Like, okay, do you still consider yourself Catholic?
I'm the class clown at Catholic school.
Period. Everyone loved you at Catholic school.
Yeah. No, I went to go do
I
what
mean,
I
we
had to
met
do,
in
and then I
Catholic
left.
school. Kindergarten. Remember that?
That school was anything but Catholic.
It was a satanic temple.
They burned it down, remember?
What?
They didn't burn it down. They destroyed it, remember?
Our school?
Yeah. Remember?
I mean, they didn't destroy the whole thing.
Yes, they did.
Okay, we're gonna have to go back there because.
Okay, if we go back there, it's gonna be brand new. You're not gonna even recognize it because they tear down the whole building.
Well, show me before and after picture, and I'll believe you.
You drive through there.
They would not tear down our holy sacred grounds.
The sacred ground we met on.
Yes, that's where I learned to pray the rosary. That's where I learned the Bible. That's where. Anyways, I didn't go to Catholic school. Did you go to Catholic school?
Yeah, because you had to do your first communion.
Oh, okay. Well, that was like low key Catholic school, and it was like like we learned some important things, the 10 Commandments, and we learned how to eat the bread.
Yeah.
And that was fun. And with the bread, we practiced with like potato chips and Gatorade.
We practiced with wafers.
Oh, like actual wafers. Yeah, they gave us like random shit, like goldfish or something.
But anyways.
Like goes up to the altar. This ain't a goldfish.
Where's my goldfish? You drink the wine. This ain't Gatorade. It's like
spits it out.
Grape Gatorade.
This Gatorade's really bitter and strong.
I think your Gatorade's expired, priest.
Priest?
Was it father?
Father. You don't call him priest. So like, you didn't go to a mass? You just went into. I'm like imagining you like at kind of a turning point in your life, and you're heading to this amazing looking temple, and there's no one in there but you, and you hear the footsteps of you walking in.
Oh, like recently?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like when you went to pray.
I snuck in there because I didn't know the rules.
Oh, I think all churches are like open, right?
I don't know. I found the door open.
Like all are welcome. You can leave the door open.
Oh, he's talking about church?
He's talking about God. Bruno Mars is talking about God. I think Bruno Mars is Catholic.
Yeah, I just sat there because I remember going to like Catholic school or like for my first communion, and people would sit there.
You have an idea of what it's
so I'm like, okay, so I know I can go in there. It's acceptable for me to go in there and talk to my man Jesus.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy,
Jesus.
Jesus.
So, I mean, yeah. I remember when I would go to mass, like, I would be taken along with my parents.
Did you spend a large amount of time as the priestess son in a church?
What do you mean?
Like, you knew, like, looking back, like, no person your age was ever at a church that large amount of time that you were in.
I mean, I feel like I went the normal amount of time.
Okay.
Like, as...
Because you didn't go to your dad's workplace.
No.
Like a normal guy.
I mean, no. I mean, there was a period in my life where I was the pianist for my local church, and I was there, like, way more than I should have been. Like, I was there, like, on like, Wednesday nights practicing with the choir.
But you see, like, I think that's going to be your ticket to heaven.
Because it'll cancel all the other shit I've done.
All the duties that you did. You dedicated your time.
You know, like, in Christianity, like, I think I would be dead right now because I'm gay, right?
Oh my god. I'm just kidding.
Which explains a lot of, like,
Did you feel like you were committing it, like,
because,
no.
Like... No.
Oh, really?
Like, committing a sin?
Yeah.
Because I was gay?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't religious at all. Like, no, okay, but I was getting to is, like, I would go to church, when I get dragged along as a kid, like, there would be a time, like, after communion where you kneel and you pray, and I would kneel, and then I'd be like, head empty, no thoughts. Like, literally.
You're like, I'm just doing this because everybody else is.
Yeah, I didn't know what everybody else was doing. What are y'all doing?
Y'all. Like, why are y'all quiet?
Yo, let's keep it going. This shit lasts an hour. We can make it shorter. Like,
could be like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like, if I think about it, I spent an hour of my life every Sunday. Like, I could have been doing. I could have been sleeping.
It was way too long.
Yeah, they need to make it quicker.
They could have cut like one verse or something.
Yeah, or they can just do it like Netflix.
Because
like,
I think they do 3. You should do 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by the third, it's like third is an odd number.
It's like, I get it.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Or they can do it like Netflix, where they just release all the episodes at once, and if you want to binge it, you can binge it, and you don't have to go to church.
You know what we should do? We should binge watch a live streaming of mass.
That's terrible. Why would you want to do
that? Just to like, because at church you have to like stay silent. But if you watch it at home, you can talk and we can like.
And you can laugh. You can like.
Not laugh, but you can be
laugh.
like, that's not true. Actually, I think about it this way.
Period. Yeah, because you can't do that in church. Like while they're like the priest.
Like when
is
you're
talking.
watching Cinderella starring Camila Cabello, you're like, this is terrible. Like they should have done it like this, or they should have done it like that.
Why is that how you feel when you like go to mass?
I don't know. I haven't been to mass.
Oh.
Sorry. Keep going.
I mean, sometimes I enjoy like even though I wasn't religious, I would actually sometimes listen to the priest during the homily.
Sometimes
and some of the stories are really good.
I would like pay attention.
Yes, and sometimes I'd feel like a good boy, like paying attention.
But I also have like a low attention span. I was like, wait, someone came in.
Yeah, if I had like what I had, like if I had an iPhone back then, I would be on my phone or something playing Angry Birds.
Exactly.
But I also liked as a kid where they'd have like the youth groups, and during like the homily sometimes,
were you in youth groups?
Yeah, but not like officially. I was just like
tag along.
Yeah, because they'd have games related to like the sermon.
I was never that deep in.
Oh, you weren't that deep in the church, the church state. Yeah. Good.
I would go for what I had to go to, and then leave.
I'm thankful that I didn't like let myself get fully indoctrinated. I mean, I wasn't really indoctrinated into it. Like,
have you met some Christians?
Some of them are wild, dude.
Some of them need Jesus,
and they say
and not the profitable one with the super church.
I can't really cite any studies on this, but I feel like Christians, like there's a suppression, or at least really like really religious people, there's a certain amount of suppression. Like these 10 Commandments, they're like suppressing. Like it's telling you can't do these things or else you're gonna go to hell.
I know a Christian who's a serial
killer?
Adulterer.
Oh my God. And they're still alive. They didn't get smited by God yet. Huh. I'll see them in hell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these Christians are crazy.
Yes. Like batshit crazy.
Yes. And because they're like, oh no, but God wanted it this way. And it's like, no, you're just insane.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy how like the church can churn out people like that when like really, I don't know. Like when I migrated to like my more local church where I kind of like knew everyone. It was a smaller community, probably like 30 people max. And like their whole thing was like, we just want you to like be happy, feel welcomed. Like we're not gonna tell you to do things, but like
that sounds like a really welcoming.
Don't be an asshole. Yeah, it just felt more like
just don't be a bad person.
Yeah. But
that should be the 10 Commandments.
Yes,
don't be a bad person.
Yeah, that's it. Just one line.
Just one commandment. The commandment.
Ooh, that sounds like a like really Gen Z thing because we have such short attention spans.
I feel like Gen Z should rise up and build a new religion.
Yeah, and then we'd have these Instagram pages. You know how they have Instagram pages like for activism, and they have like really aesthetic looking like things. They'd have like aesthetic looking like commandments and like verses and like biblical shit, and then you see people reposting it on their stories.
You only live once. Drake.
Yeah.
420.
Yeah, and it's like a gradient background and like a little grainy film filter.
I found the template on Canva.
Oh my God, really? There's a template.
Should we create a new religion? Who is? Oh, it's you.
What? Did I close my rings?
No, you edited.
Oh, yeah, I edited our notes.
Yeah.
That could because this whole thing is scripted, by the way.
Yeah. Line.
I remember there's an episode we were like pretending our producer was like putting stuff in our ear, which actually, sorry, she's telling me to.
She turned on the heat for us. Thanks.
Oh, you feel it? Oh man, it's actually working. Yeah. Audio listeners, we're at a really nice location.
Don't.
I'm not gonna say it, but
Don't even say the name of the property manager who we are in because they deserve to go to hell.
Oh my God. Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about.
Me too. All right, bye guys.
All right.
That's it. No.
Just kidding. That was a joke. Okay, I want to circle back because I know we were talking about imposter syndrome, and I know like the whole reason why we got into like the church stuff was
because I'm praying for a miracle.
You're literally and I can't imagine you like, I mean, I don't
You can't imagine the desperate.
Yes, it's hard. The desperate Vanessa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you've always. I feel like you've always had, and I'm not reading you like this. I'm just saying like I feel like you're ready for change.
But and the change isn't ready for me. Because where is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're waiting there. And
also, like, I do want to say that, like, it's been, like, hidden in all these episodes. I don't know how far in we've been hiding this, that I'm not okay. But I've been not okay since, like, what, episode 10?
You're looking at our script. And it's okay to not be okay.
Like Demi Lovato's song.
What?
It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah, but it sucks. Yeah, especially when you're taking such great lengths to find a solution and answer.
Lengths to, like, great lengths.
So, like, what is your problem? What's happening?
I'm ready for what you're saying. Like, I'm ready for change, but change isn't ready for me, and I feel like I'm doing the best I can. I did the best I can.
You are doing.
Now I just have to wait for, like,
the world
to catch up with me. Yeah.
It's like you're yelling at the world, but the world is just like not saying anything.
Yeah, and that's why I was so desperate enough to, like, go to a church and cry. Yeah. I don't know how to talk about this.
I mean, it's a very like personal topic. As much as it's
very
talking about
personal.
As much as talking about like your work and your professional life, like I feel like that's so closely. I feel like our careers and that mentality is so closely intertwined with like who
I am.
Yeah.
Because it also doesn't help that I graduated in the middle of the pandemic. And like I never felt like I graduated.
Yeah, that sucks too. That's discouraging.
Yeah, like I have to go into my rooms like, oh yeah, I have a diploma. It's like, oh, because I think we said it on a podcast that I feel like my life hasn't been moving because
a bit stagnant.
Yeah, because I currently have a job that I took because I was desperate in the pandemic. It's like, okay, like I need, like, all my funds run out. Now I need money. So I grabbed this first job that I could. And sometimes, like, oh, I can, like, the pandemic is, like, kind of simmering down in a way. I don't think I'll ever simmer down. But then it's like, oh, wait, I can move on with my life. And I think this year is, like, a big year that's like, I'm going to move on with my life. Yeah.
2022. Yes. That's the year.
Yeah. And
it's still going. It's only July.
It's only July. Like, who knows what can happen by the end of the year. Yeah. I was going to say something really important.
Have you been seeing signs of, like, movement? Like you're about to, like, jump to the next stone? Or...
See, like, we talked about this. Like, I don't even know if, like, this is a sign. I don't even know if it's going forward. Because I never know if it's going forward until it's done.
Until it happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, I know you, like... I know we were talking about, like, going home from our jobs and then not liking it. Yeah, crying home from your job.
Yes, because, like I was saying, like, this... First of all, I have 4 jobs.
What?
I have the job that I said that I took...
After college?
After college.
You have this new job.
I have this new job.
That you're not necessarily fond of.
Not necessarily fond of, because also, like, what you're saying, like, with training, I was thrown in. I was thrown into the deep end, and I'm like, I don't think I'm qualified for this job, because I don't even know what everyone's talking about. Because also a big thing when I got there, it's like, I got there my first day, they had a meeting, and I'm like, I understand nothing. And it was, like, confused, because I remember having, like, internships, and, like, my first day they would have meetings too, and I knew what everyone was talking about. So yeah, with this job, it's like I'm not fond of it.
And as much as I want to tell you as a friend, like, to keep going, keep trying, like, I also don't want to see you, like, doing things that you don't want to do and not be happy.
Yeah. And then I have this podcast, and then I have Our Vibes Media, which I don't feel stressed about. Like, I do it. It's like my creative outlet, and I do it to, like, de-stress myself too. It's like, okay, I'm gonna forget that I cried on my way home, and I'm gonna, like, dedicate some time to do this. So yeah, I do have 4 jobs, and I feel like a cup. I'm a cup that's being poured into too many things. And I was telling you yesterday how, like, I kind of have stepped back from, like, hanging out with friends and all that, because I just don't want to, like,
It's been too much.
It's too much.
Like your cup has already been poured into all this other shit. I don't really have, and it's fine. I don't really have like much juice
left
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it maybe might be good for me to go hang out with people, but I'm in the back of my head. I'm always gonna be thinking like, I have all this stuff to do.
And it is good to disconnect and maybe just like ignore the cups and hang out
and like just forget about it for a while. Yeah, but that's how I'm feeling, and it also doesn't help that I don't have like a lot of support behind me.
Yeah. I mean, I support you.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just kidding. No. No, there's plenty of people who support you, but the people who are closest to you
don't really like. I have to lie to them because they're like, "Oh, how was work today?" I'm like, "I just cried 2 seconds ago in the car, but I'm fine."
Wow. Do you tell them that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I like before I step into the door, I'm like, wipe my tears. Okay.
See, this sounds like a job that you need to.
Because this job, it's like, I'm afraid. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm afraid that I'm gonna mess it all up for the company.
But you're not. Like, you're catastrophizing.
No, I might.
What do you mean?
Because I'm collecting things.
Okay.
That
Well, okay. Well, if your position is.
But also, it's like they need to understand too that like nobody gave me like.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Training.
It's not your fault that you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Especially when it's job specific. If you're doing things that are very specific to the job. But I also get where you're coming from when you're saying I don't know what I'm doing here.
And like it's fine. It's like, oh my god, like, I finessed my way into this. But it's also like, wait, did I finesse my way into this because it was so easy because no one's taking this job?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like
because I did research on the guy who had my last position, and he had a business degree.
And what kind of degree do you have?
I make little designs and little TikToks. What am I doing here?
Yeah, I mean, you've heard of those stories like people majoring in something and then going into a job that totally doesn't do anything with their major and they're happy. But in this case, it just maybe didn't work because it's like
that's what I always thought. Like, oh, maybe I'm gonna like learn something new.
And it could have. Yeah, it could have. It just.
But so far, a month in, I'd still feel the same way that I did the first week.
Yeah. I want to empower you to like throw out the major thing because like. In my recruiting job, a lot of people have like random ass majors.
Yes.
Like there's a guy with a kinesiology degree. There's someone with like a health science degree. Like these crazy degrees where it's like, why are you here?
Yes, and like I still say that too. It's like, okay, like that's not the big thing. It's like I can still do this job. Like I can still do the duties that I have to do. But it's also like I don't know what I'm doing because nobody like is there. Nobody is there to ask questions.
Yes. And then finding out that this person before you had a business degree only cements the idea that like maybe I'm not like it
supposed to be.
Yes, it only cements your imposter syndrome that you're experiencing.
Yeah,
which is not true. It's just this job just wasn't it just wasn't fit for you. It's just not your cup of tea.
And also like I've also seen it's like no, I maybe might make connections here that can benefit me in the long run.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it doesn't feel like a scenario like. I'm trying to do an analogy here, a metaphor where you get into a really a house party or like a frat party that you really wanted to get into for some reason, and you got in and you hate it, you don't like it, and you can just leave.
I can just leave,
but in this case, you can't just like walk out.
No,
because it's a job. There's responsibilities. There's pressure to stay in the job. There's pressure
let's say I do get a new job in the next week or two. I kind of have to be forced to I would have to tell them like, hey, I'll finish these duties. Essentially give them my 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
but like there are duties that need to be completed because there is like a big set deadline and a big set project that needs to be done.
Yes, but it's their responsibility to be prepared for anything like that to happen.
Because you've said it multiple times, like. To employers we're disposable. It's like, but at this point I don't think I'm disposable. I think I'm needed.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice feeling to have that you are needed. But also it's
nice to be needed.
Yeah, it's
by
nice
a man. By the way, no, I'll tell you this off camera.
Okay, off stream.
Yeah.
don't let that feeling of like, oh, they need me here, and that whole like corporation strangle that they have on you, or that feeling of like you're chained there, like stop you from pursuing other opportunities. But you're pursuing so many other opportunities.
Yeah.
I think. I hope.
There was this little post that I saw on Instagram, this aesthetically pleasing post. They're like, there was like saying like characteristics of high functioning anxiety and why it caused it, and they're like like the need to help people or like something, and it's like it all was rooted in the fact that nobody helped you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's like you're trying to fill something that you never got.
Yeah, like,
it's almost like wanting your children to do better than what you
like
had.
I feel not obligated, but I want to like make sure that they aren't left in the dark because I was left in the dark for so many times.
Yeah, because you know how it feels.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow, that's kind of a crazy effect.
Yeah.
Because then that doesn't really... I mean, it's a great trait that you want to help people, but it doesn't help you. Like
your traits that you have are traits that you got because they're traits that you needed the most.
Damn.
Yeah. We can talk about this later.
Yeah, that's actually very deep.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, like I don't want to leave anyone in the dark. I want to make sure like everyone is like, I want to help.
And you do. Yeah. Like you're so helpful. But like sometimes like you have to keep your rice bowl. Like you give out a lot of your rice. I love rice too. Yeah. I like Panda Express fried rice.
Fried rice is so good.
Just fried rice in general, so good. Yeah.
Like I can eat a lot of it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but one time my therapist like described to me like, anyways, like you have a rice bowl and like you have things that you give out, and in this case like you're compelled to give out like all your
There's too many vegetables in my rice.
Yeah. Give me back my grains and
But that's how I feel. And I've definitely cried about it. I'm surprised I shouldn't cry about it right now.
Yeah,
I was ready to. And I told you, like, if I cried, don't touch me.
Yeah. It was in the script.
Let me cry.
It was in the script and you didn't cry.
Yeah.
Sorry, our producer is saying, I
was supposed to cry.
Can you cry on demand?
No. On demand. Like direct TV on demand?
Yeah. No, on command. Demand. That makes sense too.
Yeah, like I just been really stressed that I just cry.
Well, you're doing amazing, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie. Who said that?
Kim Kardashian, I think.
Yeah.
Or something Kardashian.
And you are doing great, sweetie. And honestly, in our generation, we have so much struggle, like finding jobs that we want, especially in your field. Like it's not easy, especially when people like say
when people are nepotism plays a lot, which by the way,
don't even get me started.
It is present in my current
nepotism.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Nepotism is like if I'm daddy and I hire my son. Got it. I just wanted to call myself daddy. Anyways.
I don't think there's anything else to say about that.
No. And I mean, thank you for like being vulnerable and sharing this.
Yeah, and just to let you know, like, no, not to let you know that like I try to hide it because I don't want to think about it, because if I think about it enough, I will make myself more depressed. Like I was thinking, like in the beginning when this was all happening, it's like, whatever. I might be like in therapy by the end of the year.
It's heavy. Yeah. It's heavy. And I mean, when you think about it, it's like there's so many things you can control, and I think we talked about this.
And that's the thing. Like, yeah. When we talked about that in that episode, I was going through it.
Yeah.
No, but it's like the fact that like I can't control any of this, and I did my best, and that's all I can do.
Yes. And and you can control how you look at it, your mentality.
Exactly. Like I have to control how I look at it. That's why I don't think about it, so I don't cry.
Yes. Like same with my imposter syndrome at work. Like I have to tell myself like I am doing it.
Yes.
I'm like fine. Yes. Yeah. Self-affirmations. Yes. Self-affirmations, essential oils, Himalayan salt lamps.
I tried Himalayan salt chips. They're really good.
That's so okay. Did you feel rejuvenated?
No, I didn't feel anything. I think it was Himalayan salt. It was at Trader Joe's.
Himalayan salt is good. It's like not as salty as regular salt.
But I like some salty chips.
Like really salty chips?
Yeah.
I hate when I like cook and I put too much salt. It's yeah.
I think one time I was cooking egg and I like accidentally
dumped the whole thing.
too much salt, so I had to put more egg so it can balance out.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, ratatouille. Mwah.
Anyways,
that's
it.
Yeah,
we can talk about it more as things develop.
Yeah, because these are our lives.
Yeah,
and
it don't stop.
And can you imagine, like, this is just too...
I can't stop it.
You can't stop the train.
I met my life.
Wait.
We should cut it.
I mean, can you imagine, like, this is just two of us, like, two Gen Zs, and just imagine, like, all the other Gen Zers who...
They probably feel like this,
there's so
too.
much suffering. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching our Quince. Thanks for coming to our Quince.
Thanks for coming to our Quince.
We're doing...
Which is, I think, what happened in my Quince. I think I had a mental breakdown, too. I was like, what am I doing here? I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
Classic Quinceañera.
Which since we did that, we just redid my Quince. You were all invited. You all saw what happened.
There's going to be another Quince.
No, I meant like this is what I went through on my Quince.
Oh.
I had church, I had imposter syndrome, and I talked about crying.
Got it.
Which is some of the emotions that I felt at my actual Quince.
Well, we'll throw you a doble Quince because you're... And
cut
we'll
to
throw
it right now. I'm just kidding. Anyways, bye guys.
Oh, also, we're going bi-weekly for our episode drops. I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay, but they can watch it whenever because it's on demand.
It's on demand. YouTube on demand.